Okay, now there are, I think, 2 more clusters that I want to scan. The only 2 left. I was kind of looking for them before we went to Thessia, but apparently they don't appear before you go to Thessia. That's the Athena Nebula. Hourglass Nebula is what I was looking for. Another place we've been.
I found something.
In previous games, Arinla is a garden world in its last stages of habitability. While its soil still supports agriculture, its animal biodiversity has fallen to record lows, and the most successful remaining life is toxic blue-green algae and insect-like pest species. A large Solarian colony is trying to restore biodiversity to the planet, but setbacks are a fact of life. Mineral and fuel mining remains lucrative, however, and Arinla has a thriving spaceport that refuels many ships passing into the terminus systems. I guess the Reapers are one of those setbacks. Let's see what we can find here. Credits. Yes, that's exactly what I needed. I mean, it's nice having that many credits and stuff, but for the first time ever in this game, I always had 2 little credits. My first playthrough, I didn't even buy the Black Widow. And still
Signal confirmed.
had a shortage of credits. So I don't know what exactly I did differently. I guess I was a lot smarter about which upgrades I bought this time. Zenithu. Believed to be a post-garden world, Zenitha has large deposits of calcium carbonate in its sedimentary rocks, indicating it may have once had plate tectonics and even plant life. Its swirling clouds of dust and snow may have occurred more recently and blocked the sun, creating a mass extinction event. Its surface gravity is comfortable and its temperature tolerable by most sapient species. And we found the Terminus freighters.
Reapers eluded.
Oh, wait. It's 100%. There is no fuel depot.
Successful.
So Willow is next up.
I found something.
Hagalaz. Hey, that was the old Shadow Broker base. Hagalaz is a second-tier garden world that receives little attention from the galactic community. A Solarian mining expedition initially discovered the planet, which was promptly strong-armed away from them by organized crime figures. Hagalaz's exploration rights were then sold to the highest bidder, which led to a brief burst of mining colonies in the 2000s, but most of those were abandoned when other planets were found with more accessible resources. Though Hagalaz has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere capable of supporting life, its rotational period is slower than Earth's, making its day and night 98 Earth days long. The intense heat on one side of the planet and the extreme cold on the other make for violent storm cells wherever the sun is rising or setting. As a result, the flora and fauna of Hagalaz have developed the capability to live in cycles of ice, flooding, baking heat, and dramatic air pressure changes. The biota of the planet has been largely unexploited by the exotic pet and gardening trades, since simulating their natural conditions is problematic for the average consumer. I would imagine so. And we have of course seen those storms firsthand when fighting the Shadow Broker. When we were walking on the outside of his ship. We found the Shadow Broker support team. Apparently Liara left them behind there or something. Okay, there is a fuel depot here. It's a matter of finding it. As usual.
Evasion successful.
There it is. 200 units fuel. What are the units,
Reapers
by the way?
eluded.
Liters? Tons? Gallons? No, they're just units. Can't get much more generic than that. Guess it's that one then.
Signal confirmed.
Alingon, Deceptive, was so named by Solarian scouts because as their probes landed on the planet, their instruments started going awry. This turned out to be due to the high concentration of magnetically active periclase, magnesia, in the core and crust of the planet. This interferes with scans and broadcasts, which has given rise to countless spacer stories of pirates lying in wait on Alingon's magnetosphere, or crashed ships with untold fortunes stranded on the surface. In reality, any pirates would have a hard time locating prey amongst all the interference, and would live lives cut off from the rest of the galaxy, as the magnetosphere kills extraplanetary communication. Alingon's other natural features are a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, spectacular dry ice formations, and xenon gas, which can be skimmed from the upper atmosphere and used in ion thrusters. Let's hope our probes aren't affected by all this interference. Nope, we apparently found Shadow Broker starship tech. Oh, and there's the fuel depot.
Faster than light jump successful.
With 600 units of fuel.
Evasion successful.
Just need to get the mass. Have to get the fuel depot here. Only 100 units. We didn't need that much anyway. We now see a couple places show up on the galaxy map that are intermediate points on some mass relay routes, but not systems we can visit, that are apparently now also taken over by the Reapers. Their presence throughout the galaxy is really growing. I think the Kepler Verge is where we're going. No, it is not. Nubian Expanse is where we're going. Kepler Verge does not contain any resources.
I found something.
Pragia! Should have brought Jack. The jungle planet Pragia is overrun by choking hypergrowth caused by industrially mutated plant species. This, combined with its relative isolation and lack of population, has made Pragia an occasional base of operations for drug runners, weapons smugglers, pirates, mercenaries, terrorists, and intelligence agents seeking secrecy. Sustained habitation on Pragia is extremely difficult, where mutant and even poisonous plant life can overgrow colonies in days instead of years. As we observed when we were there. We found research data from Pragia, which is intel. I would expect that to have some kind of impact on biotic powers or something like that. This is another enormous system to scan. Oh, but I got it.
Reapers eluded.
2 more systems here. Copia.
Signal confirmed.
Kind of obvious it would be that one. Yam. With over 90% of its surface covered in oceans, Yam is a habitable nitrogen-oxygen world, but its extremes can be quite hostile to sapient life. The heat from its extremely long days reaches to dangerous levels, ranging from 44 Celsius at night to 53 in the afternoon in the temperate zones. Hurricanes run unchecked across the oceans, with winds reaching up to 250 kilometers per hour. While there are some arthropod-like animals, the predominant forms of life are various kinds of toxic algae blooms that stretch hundreds of kilometers across. However, other biohydrocarbon algae blooms are suitable for use as biofuel, and farming the green gold forms the backbone of Yam's economy. Let's see what we can find there. Alliance Marine Recon Units. An update for the 103rd Marine Division. And there's our fuel depot with 300 units of fuel.
Faster than light jump successful.
It's kind of weird because I don't remember in Mass Effect 2 any system other than the relay system ever having
I
a
found
fuel
something.
depot. But I'm not complaining. Norisa is an unremarkable methane ammonia ice giant with a small family of icy moons. It is likely that the Cortasi system had additional worlds earlier in its history, but these have been swallowed by the aging giant star. Cortasi is an elderly, metal-poor population 2 star, broadly similar to Arcturus. Okay. Let's see what there is to find here. I don't see why they even bothered with this scanning interface, as opposed to just scanning the planet and immediately finding what you were looking for, as they did in Mass Effect 1. It does nothing but add more time. 50 units of fuel. That is not exactly a lot. Oh wait, I already found it, of course. 350 units of fuel. Now let's get out of here.
Evasion successful. Reapers eluded.
Okay, now I think that everything that has resources has been scanned. It's kind of more difficult to check because you need to remember which of the systems did not have anything worth scanning. What's the shadow sea? What was there? That does not sound familiar at all. Must have been a mission here. Oh, Horizon was here. Okay. Just the name of the cluster did not sound familiar. Okay, now before we go to the Elusive Man's base, we have one final trip to the Citadel to deliver those server ciphers and the Hesperia period statue, and also to make sure that we have seen all of the conversations there to their end. Which I don't think is an awful lot more.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the...
Okay, that one is looping, so we don't need that one anymore.
Spectre status recognized. Please select the destination.
The conversation with the girl and the Turian clerk was already looping, so we have no reason to go to the docks.
One moment, please.
Citadel embassies, however, that is where the guy who wants the Cerberus ciphers
Now
is.
arriving at Presidium Embassy.
This conversation we've also seen until its end.
From the girl to your side of the family.
Are you kidding? My family disowned me when I married.
I'm just gonna check to make sure there's no new dialogue with Captain Bailey.
Hey, Shepard. I have to admit, the place feels safer with you here. Everyone's walking around in a daze, or in my case, limping. And I wonder if we'll ever be the same. These are dark days for all of us.
This is all stuff we've talked about before.
You got your work cut out for you.
You and me both, Shepard.
Okay, not much new, but nice to see him a final time before the end of the game, because we will not be coming back here.
And
Right, that's the private up in the at the Normandy dock. Private Talavi has requested a transfer to a unit actively engaged against Reaper hostiles. A note from Sergeant Olenby says that Private Talavi is an exceptional engineer, recommending her for duty on a team set to sabotage Reaper processing centers. Spectre authorization would fast-track this request. I don't see any reason not to do that. Nothing here that we want to buy, so no more mods or anything that I missed somewhere.
Your intel, right? I found these encryption codes on a Cerberus engineer. I thought they might be helpful.
Cerberus ciphers. That's exactly what we've been looking for. Thank you, Commander.
Oh wait, let's check.
Yes, Commander Shepard found some encryption algorithms. The team is expecting results soon now.
Where was the woman who wanted the statue? And the comments.
Spectre status recognized. Please select. 1 moment.
Let's go to Purgatory to finish up the conversations there. I think both of them only have one
Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
left, so...
Wait. You asked if I got heavy armor. I never said it was heavy armor. And since when do you know anything about shield capacitors?
I read about them.
Did you say you sold your car a few weeks ago? Because that's around the time I got sent this new armor.
Hey, it's late, and I'm not letting my friend miss a night at Purgatory, right? You want to go in, or do you want to talk about my car some more?
No, you're right. Let's go in. And I'm buying you some goddamn drinks.
So she sold her car to get him that really good armor. I guess that's touching.
Okay, sure. The Alliance wasn't good for business before, but this is war. They're dying for us. I'm not stealing medicine from them.
Your patriotism is touching.
My planet's on fire, asshole! Tell your friend in customs every goddamn package of Metagel better stay where it is. Or maybe C-Sec needs to know where their last gun shipment went.
Fine. I'll pass on the word. I think you should finish your drink.
Yeah. I think I should.
Good for her, she stood up for the Alliance. Joker and Edie are here, but I don't think they have anything new to say.
Your turn. Counselor Tavos.
Nope, we've seen that before.
Shaira the...
Arya also has nothing new to say, which is a shame. But there are rumors of an Omega DLC, pretty much have been since the game launched, so I have a feeling we'll be seeing more of Arya at some point. And that's all of the conversations here.
1 moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
The prisoners were indoctrinated.
I think
And once the alarm was sounded,
Naira's eyes were black. The whole time, not just for a second. I could feel her mind from where I was standing. The humans were in the way, attacking us. I used my biotics, flung them around. I'd been horrified when Naira tore the farmers apart, but goddess, I ripped them in half. And it felt good.
there's nothing shameful about feeling an adrenaline rush during battle.
I might have killed more than Naira and those husks did. She wanted them alive, to turn them, and I...
And you survived.
I think there might be more to this.
Welcome to Certa.
Be safe.
Nothing more to buy. Jacob has nothing new to say either. He's just gonna hang around here, apparently.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
There she is.
I think I know which project you mean. And I've got a Hesperia period statue in Bay D24.
Commander Shepard, that's excellent news. I'll have it sent to that project right away. Thank you so much for your help.
Okay. Well, while I'm here, I might as well check the stores.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
Magazine upgrade, enhanced scope, gauntlets,
is a strong heart.
recoil system, nope. Nothing here that I would be interested in buying.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies. Thank you.
Nothing here either.
Come to Purgatory for a shore leave.
I'm gonna do around here, just check the stores. I think we have no more conversations here. But anyway. Wasn't anyone talking here? No. I know that, but you know how I like being thorough.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
Blaze stunner, stability damper, magazine upgrades, spare thermal clip, shotgun, assault rifle piercing mod. That I will buy.
Casa Fabrication Weaponry has time discount. Neither should you.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Pistol scope 5. That is useful for me, of course.
All licensed huntresses may apply for a professional discount. Good hunting.
I suppose I could buy all of those armor upgrades, but what's the point?
Welcome to Agor Munitions.
Scope, heatsink, high velocity barrel.
Thank you for shopping at Agor Munitions.
Welcome to Cipertine Armory.
Assault rifle scope.
Thank you
No.
for shopping at Cipertine Armory.
None of that is useful to me at this point.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
We tried to run again, but we were blocked. And the farm girl? Her leg was broken, bleeding bad. I knocked down a wall in a barn with a big warp field. I was so proud of that. And we hid.
They must have searched for you.
I'm an Asari huntress. No damn husk is gonna find me unless I let it.
But the farm girl who was with you?
Her leg was broken. She was whimpering, and in the eye, I saw her through a hole in the boards. She was coming closer with those dead black eyes. And Hillary, the farm girl, she couldn't stop crying. They were gonna hear.
What did you do?
What do you think?
Okay. So it is Joker's sister. Or another girl named Hillary, but I think it's supposed to be Joker's sister. That's just great.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at ward level, Purgatory. One moment, please.
Wait.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
In addition to your medical discharge, The government wants to give you a medal. The intel you provided when that shuttle finally found you, you saved a lot of lives.
And I killed those farmers.
They were indoctrinated. You had to defend yourself. And as for Hillary...
No, you idiot. When I took a shower and left my gun in the bedroom, I killed them. Hey, Ira. At least she can blame the Reapers. But I'm just... me. What color are my eyes? Did they turn back after? Could I get that gun now?
I'll see what I can do.
That was the end of the conversation.
Spectre
But there is one follow-up to that.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
On the Spectre terminal,
I have excellent news. Your daughter's paperwork has been processed.
Spectre status recognized.
there's on the Spectre terminal, there's actually two things. Civilian Consultant Authorization. An importer-exporter with past convictions for smuggling has offered to gather critical supplies for Alliance forces in civilian medical emergencies. CSEC believes the officer is in good faith and has refused to make an arrest, but is legally restricted from accepting her offer without Spectre authorization. I think that's the smuggler up from Purgatory. Well, I guess we'll authorize that. And then the Asari Huntress Weapon Permit. Huntress Ayan Tagoni is a patient at Huerta Memorial Hospital. She is currently on stress leave due to a mission on the human colony of Tiptree, where she was forced to kill a human civilian to prevent both of them from being discovered by Reaper forces. Tagoni has repeatedly requested a permit to carry weapons on the Citadel. The request has been denied because of Tagoni's paranoia and the possibility of self-inflicted harm. Spectre Authority can override these security measures and grant Tagoni the right to a firearm. And no, I'm not going to authorize that. I would think it was a bad idea in any case. But in this case I also happen to know that if you do authorize it, she will kill herself. Even if you authorize things like this, you can't actually tell anything if you go back to the conversations.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
Which is a shame, because I authorized the transfer for
Now
this
arriving
woman, but
at
they're
Docking
still
Bay
talking about
E24.
the...
Have you discovered a way to run
See about her
FTL spaceships
old
without
assignment.
being so poor, Private Chalabi? No, ma'am. Then consider this a serious assignment. Intel's expecting a Cerberus raid.
And I think that's it. We found some intel. While scanning earlier.
Excellent find, Commander.
Research data from Pragia. Data on experimental gene therapies was buried in the ruins of Pragia Research Facility. While most of the gene therapy takes years to show results, Pragia scientists discovered a way to shorten the process. 2 intact sample vials have been recovered from the facility. The only limiting factor is that no more than 1 touch therapy can be applied per 10-month period without causing serious nerve damage to the recipient. And we can choose a cooldown bonus or a damage bonus, and it seems to apply to all powers, not just biotics. I think I'll go for cooldown.
Information network terminal has been updated.
Lower cooldown periods are always a good thing. Now at this point, Our journal has been depleted, and the only thing left are the Cerberus headquarters. The Elusive Man's headquarters have been located, and the Alliance is prepared to attack to recover the Prothean VI that holds the key to the catalyst. Once the attack is launched, the Alliance will be fully committed to the final fight against the Reapers. Assault the base when ready. Now I think I am ready. However, it is at this point in the playlist for this Let's Play that I will insert any future DLC. So if you're watching this substantially after it has been posted and I have recorded any future DLC in the meantime, they will be up next. And if there's no new DLC yet, then next we will be heading to fight Cerberus.